I mean, there could just be so many reasons why a Venus in Scorpio would be single, you know? And not necessarily all of them are bad reasons, you know? A lot of times Venus in Scorpio just wants to protect him or herself from bullshit. So, thank you for listening and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend official. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. Follow me on Google Plus. You can get that on my face or my YouTube page. Also, check me out at lamarrtownsendtarot.com, where you can purchase your own personal, private, confidential tarot reading. I love to do private tarot readings. They are not free. They are $1 per minute. You're free to ask any questions you would like, and I have an array of decks to choose from. I'm always getting new decks, so it really depends on the questions you ask. The questions you ask like kind of directs the deck I choose, so it's really fun. And I love doing readings, personal readings. So please contact me at lamarrtownsendtarot.com or lamar.townsend@gmail.com. Also, check me out on SoundCloud, check out my Bandcamp page, and once again, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Why would a Venus in Scorpio be single? And I'm sorry for being really shady every time and taking a sip of my Starbucks coffee. Oh, look, my name's on it. They spelled it wrong though. Oh well. Don't they always do that at Starbucks? They always spell people's name wrong. I mean, that's not what I go to Starbucks for, so. But anyways, I digress. A Venus in Scorpio can be very, very intense. A Venus in Scorpio man or woman can be super duper duper duperly intense. By the way, I'm a Venus in Scorpio, so it's nice to meet you. And they can be kind of one reason why Venus in Scorpio would be single is that you can sometimes be a little bit too intense for people. And I think you know this. I think this is something that you know. This is something that you learn over time and when dealing in relationships. A lot of times, a Venus in Scorpio will find that people tend to like run from them like early on when a Venus in Scorpio is like first starting to date, because a Venus in Scorpio is just intense from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as a kid, like it's that intensity, like because it's like that intensity is a mix between like just being like overall intense, like Scorpio is an intense sign, but then also it's like a sexual intensity as well. It's like a sexual energy. Scorpio is a very sexual energy, and then you have a Venus in Scorpio, which is like a sexual placement. So you know what I'm saying. But as a kid, we don't really know how to foster that energy, so it's kind of really lying dormant. But it's like dormant, but it's like still there. It's like still kind of prominent. And I think growing up, it's like as we learn more about ourselves and our energy and the people we attract and how we attract people, and you know what I'm saying, and as we learn more about like just our power, our sexual power, um, just excuse me, our spiritual power, our ability to dive deep into emotions, our not being afraid of freaking anything basically, or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like both alluring and frightening to people, and it like can throw people off so they don't know how to like kind of take you or deal with you. And I've experienced this quite a few times myself, where people run from me, or I run from them, because I tend to do that sometimes too. I run. I'm a Capricorn sun. I find Capricorns tend to be runners, and I'm a Libra moon, and I find that Libras tend to be like kind of like indecisive on the fence, but they can definitely be runners as well. So I have that running tendency in me. But with that Venus and Scorpio placement, it's like I still attract like I still attract runners. And then like when they run, it's like, why are they running? Like, what's wrong with me? This is another reason why you're single, Venus and Scorpio. This is another reason why I'm single, Venus and Scorpio, is because when people run from us, we're like, oh, why are they running? What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. All I did was wanted to love them. Like, and then we start chasing them, and that makes us look crazy, when we start chasing people. It's like, because we can become really obsessive. Scorpio is an obsessive sign. You know what I'm saying? It is. I mean, you just are Scorpios. I know Scorpios watch these videos as well. These are Venus and Scorpio videos that I do, and that just the Venus and Scorpio videos in general. I feel because Venus and Scorpio is such like a relatable sign to just like Scorpio Sun, or it's a relatable placement to Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and even like Pluto, Mars, and Mercury. Like it's just like what if you have Scorpio in like really important placements in your chart like that, like it's a strong Scorpio energy that comes off about you, and you just can't even shake it. Like literally as a kid, I would be like, why am I getting all this attention? Because I couldn't even figure out what is it about myself, like it's like as a kid you really don't know how to harness that energy. But when the Scorpio, Venus and Scorpio becomes like, when this Venus and Scorpio really likes someone, like they can become really obsessive. Venus and Scorpio, this might be another reason why you're single, is because it's that intensity once again. You're just uber intense, Venus and Scorpio, and you can kind of become obsessive a little bit, just a smidgen, and it can kind of scare people away because a lot of people in love and in relationships, but some people, I will say, there are some people that like that intensity, and that's the thing, is you need to find someone that likes that intensity of being wanted, like like being like obsessed over. Like there are people that really like that. But like sometimes Venus and Scorpio tends to attract people that don't like that. But it's not until you get underneath the surface of the Venus and Scorpio that you realize he or she is like that. So it's like once the Venus and Scorpio lets you in or allows you into his or her space, like that in itself is a feat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the Venus and Scorpio is not going to let just anyone in his or her space. Like, they're going to suss you out and, like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of trying to figure out whether you're trustworthy or not before they allow you in their space. So when you come in their space and you break their trust or you run away, you know what I'm saying? Or you become, like, really, like, avoidant or really, like, reclusive with the Venus and Scorpio, or when you just ignore the Venus and Scorpio, it hurts the Venus and Scorpio like very deeply. Like, and then with the Venus and Scorpio, it's like you need closure. You know, sometimes Venus and Scorpio, you just don't get closure. Sometimes Venus and Scorpio, it's the other person's fault of why the relationship ended, but sometimes Venus and Scorpio, you have to realize that it was your fault too. Like, you know what I'm saying? In some instances, it was your fault. I'm talking about myself as well. Like, this is something I've had to learn growing up, and getting older, I guess. Older, yeah. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. Getting older. Am I having trouble getting older? It's like a weird. I'm like 25, so I guess 25 is that weird age where it's like, okay, what's going on here? That's another video. hmm Venus and Scorpio. So I feel like sometimes also Venus and Scorpio, you can obsess over the wrong people. Like when a Venus and Scorpio gets obsessed over someone, oh my gosh, like it's like peeling a Venus and Scorpio off, I don't know, super glue or something, crazy glue. Like it's almost impossible to peel that Venus and Scorpio off that person. Like the Venus in Scorpio just becomes so obsessed, and the Venus in Scorpio thinks about that person all the time, and I wonder what they're doing. Why are they texting me right now? Why haven't they texted me back? I sent that message an hour ago. What could they be doing? Should I call them? Let me check their Facebook. Let me check their Twitter. Let me check their Instagram. Let me check their YouTube. Like, Venus and Scorpio, go outside and play. Go read a book, please. Like, and like I'm talking about myself too. Like, definitely in the past, I would obsess over people, and I'm like looking back now, I'm like, boy, if you hadn't have just like gone and made a YouTube video, made some music, just do something productive to get that boy off your mind. But you live and you learn, right? That's another thing that's with Venus and Scorpio is that it can be so like it can be really difficult for you to move on. Like it can be really painful. Like it can be really pain. It's like literally like peeling the Venus and Scorpio. It's like super glued to the person. Or crazy glued to the person. And if you've tried to rip like a fabric or something off that's been crazy glued to a surface or something, or has been crazy glued to another object, you know that that ish is about to be ripped to shreds. You might as well throw it away because it's crazy glue. It's super glue. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ripping it off is it's gonna cause some damage. It just is. So Venus and Scorpio, watch your tendency to get obsessed over people, especially obsessed over the wrong people. Like, it's okay, I guess, to get obsessed over the right person. Like, ooh, he treats me so good, she treats me so good, he takes me out to dinner, she takes me out to dinner, I take her out to dinner. It's a great relationship. We're honest and open with one another. I don't have to worry about anything with this person. This person doesn't have to worry about anything with me. He or she makes great money. Like, you know, like those are good things to be obsessed over about. This person sounds really, really amazing. Okay, like I understand why you're obsessed over them. But if it's like this person doesn't have a job, he or she, comes and goes when they want, they never text me back or call me back, they they take my money, all the time. They steal my money, they cheat on me, but I still love them. It's like, but I'm still obsessed over them. I don't know what it is. It's like really Venus and Scorpio. I have no sympathy for you. This person sounds like not worth it, okay? Like, why are you wasting your time? Like, like Venus and Scorpio, get it together. So it's like you really need to watch where you're spending your energy, where you're expelling your energy, because it's like you really become obsessed over someone. Like I'll be catching myself, like when I'm having a conversation with someone, like I focus on that person like really intently, like, and that person can feel it, like, and I have to like catch myself, like, oh shit, like I'm staring at them way too hard, like, cause they'll be talking, and I'll literally just be staring at them, like, right, okay, yeah, but it's like my eyes will never be taken away from that person unless like there's some stuff going on in the background, like, or some weird ish going on in the background. Then I'll probably go from that person to like whatever's going on in the background because I'm just uber alert all the time. But for the most part, like, when I'm having a one-on-one conversation and I'm like attracted to that person or interested in that person, 9 times out of 10, if I'm really attracted to you, like, I don't care what's going on in the background, unless it's like nothing crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, then I'm focused on you solely, you know? And it's like, but it's like that intense energy that can be like too much for people, because it's like that person can feel that. That person can feel, me staring at them, and like that person can feel my energy because all my energy is being focused on that person, you know? And it's like even when you're not around that person, like that person can still feel when all of your energy is being focused on that person. So that's what I mean when I say, like I wish instead of me focusing on that person and why, he didn't like me back, why he didn't call me back, I should have, gone out and read a book, gone out and went on a jog, went on a nice walk, made a YouTube video, done something productive and constructive for my life or beneficial for my life. You know what I'm saying? or beneficial for other people. Like, So, Venus and Scorpio, don't get obsessed over the wrong things or the wrong people. Really pay attention to what you're focusing your energy on, what you're focusing your energy towards. Because what you focus your energy towards is either going to feed that energy and come back at you, or it's going to run away. Either one could potentially be painful. So, really pay attention to what type of energy you're feeding and who you're feeding. Like, really pay attention to the people you're attracted to and to who attract you. Like, don't be delusional, you know what I'm saying? You're not usually a delusional person, but I mean, it really depends also on your placements, like your sun, moon, rising signs. But sometimes Venus and Scorpio, you can just become way too obsessed with love and with the idea of love or the idea of a person, and you can look past their faults or past the faults in the relationship. But eventually you come to, like, snap and, like, wait, this is totally wrong. But, like, I would much rather you realize that, have that snap moment, like, earlier on and not go through the bullshit, but go through the bullshit and have to heal from the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you can take a long time to heal. And that's another reason why you're single as well. Is because you can take a long time to heal from the past. It's hard for you to let go of the past. It's hard for us to let go of the past. It's hard for us to let go of the past people. Once again, because we don't always let people in, okay? We don't let people in. We don't always trust people, okay? And when we do trust people, it hurts when they betray us. It hurts when they leave us. So... Another reason why you might be single is you're just not healing. You're not dealing with your wounds, period. You're not trying to heal from your wounds, period. You're just stuck. That's going to keep you single and stuck too, or keep you in the same cycle of relationships that you're in right now that lead to nowhere. No offense, no shade. You know, it's all love. All right. I'm talking to myself, by the way, as well. Like, I'm actively working on these things as I speak with you. There's a quote that I'm living by day. It's like, if you've mastered something when you can teach other people that same concept or that same thing. So I really feel like me in doing these videos, I'm mastering these concepts for myself, and I'm mastering these the advice I'm giving you in my own life, and I'm applying it to my own life. And I'm trying to vibrate higher just like the rest of y'all. I'm not on here trying to be the messiah of YouTube or, anything. I'm just me, you know. And yeah, there are gonna be haters out there, who hate on me, but, who cares about that? um, everybody has haters. I guess having haters means you're kind of successful, actually. So thank you, haters. I really appreciate it. Um, Venus and Scorpio. Just because you're single now doesn't mean you're going to be single a year from now, or a month from now, or a week from now, or 2 days from now, or 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 2 years from now. You never know what the future holds. Life is magical, and things can change for the better when you least expect it. You just have to believe, and believe in the magic of life, Venus and Scorpio. Alright? You just got to believe. That was really good. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go, but nice. Alright, Venus and Scorpio. These are some reasons why you would be single. Remember, just because you're single now doesn't mean you're gonna be single forever. Please watch my other videos I've done on Venus and Scorpio. Like I said, I am also a Venus and Scorpio, and I'm a proud Venus and Scorpio. Woo, woo, woo. Venus and Scorpio in the house. Yes. We're an amazing placement. We are very intense, and we know that, and we're not going to change for anyone. We will find someone who will love our intensity and who will foster our intensity. Was I about to say intention? I don't know what I was about to say. And who will protect our intensity and protect us, because we're very fragile as well, okay? Just because we're tough on the outside doesn't mean we're not fuzzy on the inside, okay? Like, but we will sting you if we need to, alright? Like, don't get it twisted. Anyways, thank you for listening and watching this video. I appreciate it so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out the rest of my videos. Contact me at Lamarr Townsend Tarot for your own personal, private, confidential reading. And I will catch you guys next time. Follow me on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend official. And check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Cheers, Starbucks. Bye, people.